What's up, guys? So I'm back with my actual first review, and what we're going to be looking at today is the Kershaw Launch 1. This is a knife that I carry with me every day. So it's called the Launch 1 obviously because it has a auto launch on the blade. I actually love this feature of this knife. I like it a whole lot more than the finger flip knife. I mean, the button makes this knife super awesome. The blade is 3.4 inches, I think, for an overall length of 8 inches on the whole knife. It's actually a really thin knife, to be honest, and it's for the size of the blade, size of the knife being 8 inches long. It's a relatively lightweight knife. It's something that's easy to carry in your pocket every day. If you are left-handed or right-handed, you can swap. See if I can get that in close for you. But you can swap this around, swap your holder around, and put it on the other side. The only thing I would say that if you do use your left hand with the knife, then you'll be having to hit the button with your index finger on your left hand, which I don't know. It seems odd to me, but I'm not left-handed, so I don't know. Let's see. So the blade itself is made out of CMP 154 steel. It's actually imprinted right there on the blade, if you can see that. Also, it is designated that it's made in the USA with this cool little flag that they've got engraved on it. It doesn't say made in the USA, but that's how they signify that it was made in the USA. And again, this is the Kershaw Launch number 1. So while I'm talking about this knife, I will go ahead and mention a few things that I learned while I was looking this knife up. I always kind of got these questions from different people because I've carried automatic knives or auto launch knives in the past, and people have always asked me, or it's like, was that legal? Is it legal to carry that switchblade? Well, first off, it's not actually a switchblade, but that is a valid question that I really never took the time to look into until now. So I'm going to go over, and hopefully I'll be able to show this screen recording, and I'll be able to show this on the video. But I'm going to show you some stuff on our website real quick. So this is the Kershaw Launch 1 on Kershaw's website. If you read right here, it says, due to many of the varied federal and state laws that govern the purchase, owning, and transportation of the automatic knives, Kershaw automatics will be sold only through authorized Kershaw dealers. So if you do want to buy one of these knives, you will have to go through a dealer. Where I got mine was from a gun show, and that's probably the best and easiest place to get one. You can kind of work a little bit on the price with them on there. I think this retails for $160 or so. Yeah, it actually shows it right here on the website, $159.99. So it retails for $160. I got mine from a guy at a gun show for right at $100. So you got a little wiggle room if you get it from a place like that anyway. But you may be able to find some other website that'll ship it to you, but Kershaw themselves will not ship it to you because there are some things around the blade and around the automatic feature of the knife that some states have an issue with. I'm also going to show you this other website that I found. You scroll up here. So if you go to this website, and I'll put these links in the description for the video. But if you go to these links, let me actually go back. Okay, so you can, depending on what state you're in, you can pick your state, and it will tell you what the specific knife laws and rules are for your state. So I live in Louisiana, so I'm going to go to Louisiana. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Now, I read through all this. I'm not going to bore you with all that. And if you want to read this stuff, that's great. But I'm going to skip down to a part that, let's see, right here. Okay, so I'm going to read this. A decision to carry an automatic knife if in Louisiana should be made carefully and must involve an ongoing assessment of how State versus Folker, which was a trial that they referenced further back up in the article. You can go back and read that if you want to. Test would be answered. Ask yourself, does the manner in which I carry this knife will lead others to believe that I intend to conceal the fact that it is a knife. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and you can read that if you want to. Basically, it is absolutely illegal to carry an automatic knife in the state of Louisiana as long as someone does not think that you are actively trying to conceal it. So, I mean, what does that mean? Basically, I wouldn't take the clip off of it. I would carry it with it clipped in my pocket. That way, anybody that sees it in your pocket knows that it's a knife. I mean, I live in the South, so if somebody sees a clip, hanging out in my pocket, they know it's a knife. So that's not really an issue, but I could see where it could possibly be an issue in other states. It does say there are a few places that you cannot carry one, which I did not know. I would go through and read those. Schools is one. I would think that'd be kind of obvious, but it may not be. There's a few other places on the list that you specifically cannot carry this knife. So that is the review of the Kershaw Launch 1. As I said, I carry this knife every day. I have been very impressed with it. I love how it is not a serrated edge. I love the straight blade. It's got some rough spots on it where you can see I've been carrying it. I've been carrying it for a couple months, and I've really been super pleased with this knife. Probably the first week that I had it, I was cutting through a piece of hose and dug it straight into some concrete and kind of buffed the blade up here, but man, it buffed right out. Got it just as sharp as it was right out of the box. So that's it. I love this knife, and I'm going to put a couple of links in the description below, and you can go check it out. Unfortunately, you cannot get it on Amazon, and Kershaw won't ship it to you. So the best place to find one is at your an authorized dealer or at a gun show. But like I said, that's the review of the Kershaw Launch 1. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, like and share, and keep following to see what else we're going to come out with on Modern Gun Belt. Thanks.